Hey you guys, this is Nikki Nails, and this is a tutorial slash video recording of my latest nails. So here I am removing my gel manicure. I often have very long nails, but I definitely go back and forth between long and short, natural, acrylic, gel, anything. And here I had a gel manicure with a matte top coat. And I loved this color. It's called Rosewood by D&D. I got it at my local nail supply and I loved it. So here I am removing all the polish, at least the top layer and then some of the second layer, because I'm going to be soaking them off right after. Here I take my pre-cut aluminum foil pieces, a piece of cotton, and some acetone. I have my acetone in a little pump bottle like that just to make it easier for me, so I'm not constantly using the bottle and soaking the cotton balls there. So here I am putting the soaked acetone cotton ball on my nails, and I am wrapping it in aluminum foil. I do this for gel manicures. If it was soaking off acrylic, I would do it in a bowl. Usually, to be safe, I would say 10 minutes. Here, I waited 15. I'm using my tools that I have pre-packaged for all my clients, and I just simply scrape off the old polish. Here I am taking my zebra file sanding bit. I got this sanding bit at my local nail supply, although I've seen them everywhere. eBay, Amazon, online nail supplies, Salon Centric, anywhere they'll have them for you, and they have them in different grits. This one I believe is a coarse one. I usually use coarse or medium depending on what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is removing all the excess that did not come off with the scraping. Once I've scraped off all of the excess, I'm going to go in with a cuticle bit. This one is from Max Estrada, and I absolutely love this one. It's growing on me. I have another one from Texas Tornado one that I'll have to show you guys in a different video, but I just got this one, and so I was testing it out, and I love it. I'm waiting to see if I continue to use it. This is my first time using it, but it's pretty good. It's nice and really gentle on the skin, and it's able to lift even the smallest pieces, so I'm definitely going to keep using it and hope that it keeps doing good for me. Once I remove all the cuticle, or as much as I can with the cuticle bit, I like to go in with my cuticle nippers. This one is from the brand 8888, and it's a size number 16 jaw. And what I'm doing here is just checking to make sure that it's not bent, so it's not going to hurt myself or any clients. I like to go in as close as possible and to get anything that's left on the nail. Ideally, you would like to cut it all in one piece, just so that whenever it grows back, it's not growing back in several different little pieces. I always like to make sure that anything I'm going to be using on this set is right in front of me, just to make it a nice smooth process. I'll go ahead and list all the items I'm using in the description. Now these nail forms are also from Max Estrada at enailcouture.com. I first saw these nail forms on on Susie's Nail Career Education on YouTube. She did a review on them, and I just absolutely love them. As someone who sculpts nails, you're always looking for like the most sturdy nail form just so that the nails will keep its shape. These ones, I think I found my new favorite ones because they're just so easy to use, easy to fit, and they stay in place. When you're fitting a nail form, you always want to make sure that you have them really snugged up right underneath the natural nail. You want to make sure that there's no holes or no lifting and it's a nice seal. This way you'll get that nice, beautiful, natural C-curve when you're creating your nail. Here I'm using Young Nails Protein Bond, and this is a bonder or a primer/bonder that's going to help the acrylic stick to the natural nail. I didn't have it shown on camera, but I am using Tammy Taylor's, I believe it's called Light Pink or Prettiest Pink. I can't remember. I'll have to get it and put it in the description of what I'm using. But what I'm doing here is creating my nail bed. Once it's dry, go ahead and tap it just to make sure, and then take your nail file and clean up the edges. You want to make sure not to press too hard just so you don't mess up the nail form. Once it's to your liking, go ahead and dust off all the excess. I am going in with the blood red acrylic, and I am perfecting my smile line here. This is something I really want to get much better at, so what better way than to practice on yourself? Now, as you see, I picked up a really wet bead there, so whenever you do that, just be patient and get it into shape. Remember, you control the acrylic does not control you. Once it's perfect up there, you will be so happy with the outcome, so just be patient. Here I'm picking up a clear bead of acrylic, and I am dipping my brush into the desired glitter, and I'm just placing it on and feathering it back. I wanted to create an ombre from the burgundy to the copper to the gold glitter. Glitter can sometimes be so messy, so try your best to keep it clean. Here I am picking up some clear acrylic and I placed it on the nail, and I'm also just picking up some of those orange hexagon holographic glitters and putting it on top just for some dimension. Sorry about the angle. I will definitely have to get a better view for you guys next time. It's a little difficult the way that I recorded it, but I'm happy to try again. Here I am just encapsulating the whole thing in clear acrylic. On this particular nail, I kind of got some glitter on the nail bed part, which I did not want to do, but sometimes the glitter will win, and that's just the way it goes. Here I had finished all the nails. You can see how this is the rough draft, and they don't look as clean and pretty. The corners of the nails will drip over, and that's okay because we're gonna file them into shape. Don't worry if it looks crazy, you can always file it into shape. So here you wanna just make sure that your file is nice and flat. Make sure the nail goes straight out, not curved. Once I finished filing all of them, which I had to do off camera, I'm gonna go in with a top coat. And that's what I love about doing all the design inside the acrylic work. Although it's a long process, at the end, all you have to do is top coat it. This top coat is also from Max Estrada, and I got this top coat when I ordered my nail forms. Sometimes when you order from these shops with the shipping and everything, it's best to make a large order. And I had tried this nail top coat at a different nail salon, and I loved it so much. So I was happy to get it and try it again and add it to my collection. This is the final product, and honestly, I saw my other hand and I was willing to do it matte, but nah, glossy won, and I was so happy that I went this way. So beautiful, and it was my first time ever doing a French tip on myself, and I'm so happy I did, and I can't wait to do the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you all. Bye.